Hello, everyone. Doing a little stream tonight, talking about something a little different than what I usually talk about. But it's Hytale. Is a video game developed by Hypixel Studios. Is a Minecraft-inspired game. It's made by Minecraft players. Um, Before I get into this, I love Minecraft. I've played the game for years, over a decade now. And I remember back in 2018 when Hytale was first announced. I remember watching the trailer. I'm like, this seems really interesting. There are clone games of Minecraft all the time, and you see, it's really difficult to put this as a clone game, or call it one, because while Hytale has a lot of similarities to Minecraft, it also has a lot of unique elements to the game that are nothing like Minecraft. I've played the game for about a few hours now today. I played it. Early access came out yesterday, but I've played it for a few hours, and it was so familiar yet so new at the same time. And I think that was kind of the point. It's supposed to be similar to Minecraft because it's made by Minecraft players, but there's also a lot of unique elements to it, gameplay mechanics, things like that. Um, Now the game is it's an early access. It's an alpha basically. It's the equivalent to alpha, and the game feels like a complete game. It feels complete. It feels like it's not even still being. Now there are parts of the game that they're going to add more stuff on, but it feels complete. Like it feels like a complete game. And if your alpha stage of your game feels like that, you've got something really good on your hands. Now, for those that may not know, the game was announced. I think they started development in like 2015, so it's been over 10 years that they've been working on it. But the game was then bought out by Riot Studios, which I don't even know what games they've made. Let me go ahead and look them up actually. Obviously, they are a game developer. They've made League of Legends. They've made uh Arcane. They've made Tencent, or that no, that's a technology group. So League of Legends, they're the people who made that, and they eventually canceled the game in 2025 because I guess the game was too much for them to do, or something like that. And a few months later, the owner of Hypixel himself, it's his Minecraft name, he bought back the rights to the game. He hired back all the old employees. It sounds like what happened was Hytale became corporate, and it was never meant to be a corporate game. It was always meant to be sort of for all intents and purposes, it's a fan game of Minecraft. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but it's a highly developed fan game. Um, but it ended up becoming really popular online, and it had a huge community. Even though the game was never released for years, there was a huge community around it. But when Hypixel bought back the game, they restarted development. It's basically started off where they left off, and now we're here only a couple of months after development started back up. That it's now in early access, and you can go to Hytale.com and buy the game yourself for about $20, which, to be honest with you, sounds like a lot at first, but for an early access game. But when you get into it, you're going to see why it's $20 because it's highly developed. And I don't mind paying for it because you know what? When we pay for the game, that is because Hypixel's already said that he's going to be he's going to be paying for this. They're self funding it basically. So they have to sell it. Like they have to sell the early access in order to get the funds to continue development on it. But it's now being worked under a small company that is very closely knit with the community. And I think ultimately that's going to spell huge success for Hytale. In fact, it already has because the game is awesome. It is when I first got into it, first loaded up my world and I was listening to the music and I was looking at the way the world looked, the first thing that came to my mind is Middle Earth. Hytale reminds me so much of Lord of the Rings. It is insane. I don't know if that was intentional, but it is just it's huge. It's a fantasy game and it just shouts, screams Lord of the Rings. It shouts Middle Earth. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if people start building like Middle Earth, like things like structures and whatever, um, from Lord of the Rings and actually building them in Hytale. Because it is a lot of fun and it reminds me so much of Lord of the Rings. Now, in regards to Minecraft, what does it mean for that game? I think Minecraft's going to take a big hit. Now, it's not going to get killed or, I don't think any of that's going to happen. I think Minecraft will still be extremely popular, and I don't ever see Hytale becoming more popular than Minecraft. However, the game, I think, is going to spell something bad. I think a lot of people are going to stop playing Minecraft, and I think it's going to be enough people where Mojang notices it. And at the very least, I hope that happens because Mojang is a horrible company and they've been running Minecraft into the ground. It's still a fun game, even at this, it's still fun now, but there's just been a lot of crap going on. And if you are a server owner or you play on Minecraft servers, like Mojang is enforcing their EULA now, and they couldn't have done it at a worse time because Hytale just released, and all that's going to do is piss people off, and they're going to go play Hytale. And who knows? I mean, I don't know if Mojang will let up, but I think ultimately now the competition is really starting, and hopefully, what it ends up doing, this is my ultimate hope, is that both games succeed because competition, of course, if you know economics, creates a thriving economy and it enables people to actually focus on their product and make it better. And that's what I want Minecraft to do because Minecraft, for the last year, maybe longer than that, they've been just adding crappy updates. Just like the latest update they're doing, they're redesigning the baby animals in the game. It's like, really? Just to make it more cuter? It's just an effort to sell toys, that, but really? Is that really what you're going to spend your time and money on? Is updating the way the baby animals look? Really? Try to make them more realistic, more like what they're supposed to. It's stupid when you could be updating the end or you could be updating, other parts of the game that need updating. But the hell do I know? Anyway, Hytale's great. I think Minecraft is really going to have a pretty big struggle now to keep up. Because Hytale and all the Minecraft YouTubers, guess what they're making videos on? It's not Minecraft, it's Hytale. So it's I've already seen a couple of them and they're really fun. I think Captain Sparkles, he's already put two videos out on it. The game's been out 2 days. He's already put 2 videos out on the game. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I wonder what Notch has to say about it. I might have to check his Twitter because I would be very interested to see what he has to say. That would be cool if he's playing the game. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Of course, it's not complete. There's still a lot of incomplete parts of the game. You play the game, you'll know what I'm saying. Like, there's literally places in the game, like structures that have work in progress signs on it, which is funny. But I mean, you can tell that the game is still being worked on. In terms of glitches and bugs, I haven't really found any. I mean, I know they're there because I've seen people talk about it, but I haven't really seen any. I think on multiplayer, it's a lot more prevalent on multiplayer servers than a single player server. So, anyway, that's all I've got. I'm doing it short and sweet. I think Hytale's great. You should definitely give it a try. So, thank you guys very much. You have a good night.